Before they were known as the Idaho Four, Madison Mogen, Kaylee Gonzalez, Ethan Chapin, and Xander Knodel were just your average college students. They were involved in Greek life. They were well known and well liked on campus. Their house was the hangout spot where friends gathered. They were considered the life of the party, really loved by all. The new three-part docuseries, The Idaho Murders, College Nightmare, paints a picture of a friend group that was inseparable until that fateful night in November 2022. The docuseries shifts the narrative away from Bryan Kohberger and towards the lives of the victims, their friends, and families. And through police body camera footage, some of which we hadn't seen before, and social media videos and interviews, the filmmakers captured just how frenetic and confusing the first few hours after the murder became for the loved ones looking for answers.
I had 2 or 3 missed calls from my mom and a missed call from my dad. That's always kind of a red alert, you know, something's happening. So I call her back. I could hear the panic in her voice. I say, okay, I'll start calling around. I'll talk to you in a few. I reach out to some of the roommates that I knew that Kaylee had in the house. And I reached out on Instagram, basically just said, hey, heard that maybe an accident happened. Can you just have Kaylee get a hold of us? And of course, in between this, I'm calling Kaylee. I'm calling Maddie. I'm not getting through, but it's not really alarming to me yet.
I just started calling Maddie. Her phone would just ring and ring and ring. I'm still not understanding why Maddie's not answering. I called Maddie's mom, Karen, and I said, have you heard about something's going on? And she said, Christy, we're on it. Scott and I are driving down. We're 25 minutes away from Moscow. We're going to pick up the girls. They're fine. We're picking up the girls. And I knew in my heart that they weren't fine.
The docuseries, The Idaho Murders, College Nightmare, is available to stream on Netflix now, and executive producer Joe Berlinger joins us now live. Thank you so much for being with us, Joe.
Of course, thanks, Brian.
What do you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Yeah, and I was in the documentary too. So thank you for the opportunity. You did a great job. What do you think it is about this crime and about these victims that even now, almost 4 years later, people are still fixated on it? I mean, it's #1 on Netflix.
Yeah. You know, I mean, when I first heard the news, it really just struck a deep chord in me. I had college-age daughters who both had incredible college experiences. And I think it just hits home. These are just such normal kids with their whole future in front of them in a small town. And the unimaginable happened. And the perpetrator, you know, obsessed with, you know, committing the perfect crime. It's just, you know, it's why we called the show College Nightmare. It's just everybody's worst nightmare. You know, we didn't want to rush you know, there've been a lot of shows and a lot of coverage, and you've done great coverage, and there's a distinction between breaking news and actually making a documentary. We wanted to wait until we had the complete story because we wanted to make a very victim-focused show. Focus on the victims, and also the best way to honor the victims, I think, is to do a show that tells the complete story, because there's been a lot of rumor and innuendo, and if you go on into chat rooms and Reddit, people are saying all sorts of terrible things. So we wanted to just wait for the plea deal, wait for the gag orders to be lifted, wait for all the evidence to come out and present a complete picture. And that, to us, was the best way to honor the memory of the victims, is to tell a truthful, accurate portrait.
What went through your mind, Joe, when you're about to release the documentary, and then last week, it almost like seemed the timing was right on between the two things. You have Kohberger saying now that he's innocent and that he wants to appeal. What did you think about that when you found out? And do you think he may have heard that this Netflix doc was coming out, and in some way that may have triggered him?
Honestly, that is our feeling. I know it sounds arrogant to say that he would, you know, make that announcement based on the fact that the documentary was coming out, but I do believe that. I mean, this guy is guilty as sin. The evidence, and that's one of the fascinating things about this case, is all these digital breadcrumbs and all the surveillance cameras and how they piece this investigation together. It is so clear this guy is the killer. And so for him to do this, it's just, you know, he one reason these people do these things is their need for significance, their need for importance. And I think he just wanted one more round of trying to be important, but it's crazy. It will go nowhere. But I do think it was motivated by, it was right after our trailer dropped for the series, he made this announcement.
Yeah, the timing is interesting because the deadline for him to file that was in September, and I was kind of keeping an eye on it, thinking, okay, maybe in August, I'm going to kind of push this down the road a little bit. But for it to happen right around when the Netflix series came out, I thought the same thing. I'm like, maybe he's trying to make a statement here.
Or just grab some attention because he knows he knows that, people like you and I are going to be having these kinds of conversations. But, it's just a pathetic attempt at wanting attention. He thinks he's smarter than everybody. That's a hallmark of these kinds of killers. They feel, that they are the smartest guy in the room and will never be caught. And lo and behold, he was caught.
Do you feel like you got any closer to figuring out what the motive may have been here? Because, he never gave a confession. There was the plea deal. He admitted guilt. Some of the families wanted a full confession to hear the full story. Why did you do it? How did you do it? Did you get any closer to that?
I don't think there's one easy answer. I mean, these psychopaths, they have troubled childhoods. They feel lonely. They want significance. He was obsessed with violent crime. He was a criminology student. I don't think there's one particular answer. And look, I think the investigators and the Moscow Police Department deserve a lot of credit. Where I disagree is that plea deal should not have been consummated without the parents' approval, and they should have gotten some kind of details, because now we'll never know. And I think that's tragic for the families.
Yeah, and the more we're learning about what went on behind the scenes with the defense, they almost had more of a say with him talking to his family in a back and forth, yet the victims' families just kind of found out about it after the fact to a certain extent. Joe Berlinger, appreciate you very much. I'm getting so many texts about the doc. I think everybody's really enjoying it and learning a lot about the victims and sort of the perspective of their families through all this. So thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.